Hi. Hi guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. It's 2021. The year is 2021 and I still feel like it's the calm. It's the calm before the storm. Hi Mike. It's the calm before the storm, like I don't know. I just feel like that. How have you guys been doing? How is the new year? Oh, I guess we cannot tell. We are still excited. But I still want to understand. So, is it just a mental thing that somehow you're like your days are different, like from 31st and 2nd of January, like you have a different feeling because it's a new year, or but then in actual sense it's the same day, 24 hours. So I guess it's the collective feeling of everyone is starting a new year, so you feel like somehow your life has changed after 5 days. But it doesn't change, I guess that's why people end up not following through their resolutions, because they think the new year is going to change something, but then on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, it's just what you were living through, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. And if you don't mentally make the decision to be like, hey man, let me change, it cannot happen because it's the first of the year. Or anyways, that's besides the point. How have you guys been doing? So I wrote my blog post, and it's about cost per wear. And I thought I would come here and explain the concept while I chat with you guys. And oh my god, we are in lockdown wherever I am in Switzerland. We are in a lockdown. I don't know if it's not a lockdown. By the way, that's the biggest question. I don't know. Anyways, all I know is that I'm always in the house. Only when I have to go buy something or post something, I'm always in the house. Next, so talking about cost per wear. So the one who chose to love herself, how are you doing? So this is the cost, let's say the price you pay for an outfit every time you wear it. So let's say hi everyone. So I was still explaining cost per wear. So that's the price you pay every time you wear something. For example, if I got this scarf for $30, I'm going to get $30 divide by CPW. Okay, yeah, CPW. Yeah, that's what it is. So I will get the $30 calculated by, let's say I'm going to wear it by, let's say 10 times in a year. So it means, Banange, what happened to my math? That's 3. That's 3, meaning you're paying $3 every time you wear it. So it turns out that the cheaper whatever it is that you're wearing, the higher the cost, because chances are that if the item you're wearing is cheap, chances are that the fabric is cheap, the brand is a fast fashion brand, and leave me alone. Math is not my thing. Well, it should be, but yeah. So that means that if the CPW is really low, it means that what you're wearing is expensive. So if you buy something expensive, the chances are that you're going to be wearing it many times. Yeah, meaning like for longer, because expensive things are usually actually neutral colored. They have neutral colors. The fabrics are long lasting, and they are strong. They are tailored better than cheap ones, because the tailors are given more money to make this clothing. So that means that every time you wear something, the CPW for something expensive, the cost you're paying for it every time you wear it is lower, because you're going to end up wearing it many more times, washing it and wearing it many more times, as opposed to something that is cheaper. So this is just something to help you understand why it's important for you to buy expensive clothes. I mean, not expensive, expensive is a wrong word. Don't buy cheap clothes. Cheap meaning fast fashion, meaning after 2 wears you're not going to like it, or you're going to buy from a brand that has season after season after season. You buy one this month and next month, or like, for example, t-shirts where the cost of production is like literally in cents, but the price is £5, for example, which is not fair, but it's really fast. So with that being said, you have to put into consideration the CPW before you buy anything. And I know my people back in Uganda, we are used to buying cheap because we are used to, like for now. I just want it for now. I want it for now. But you don't realize that for now is going to become forever, because you're going to be with this cheap thing you cannot wear. And also, just for standard's sake, right? After living in Switzerland and seeing the value for things, for perfection, for preciseness, for precision and stuff like that, you get a different appreciation for creation, and even the way you're buying things changes, because I'm not cheap like I used to be before I came here, considering I was in China before. So I had to adjust in my taste, and I end up having expensive taste. I would rather have one thing that I'm going to use for many years. For example, my winter jacket. In the past, when I had just come, I bought a jacket from H&M, which was 99 francs, which is like $99. And then I hate it. I hate it because I used to see everyone with it. And then luckily, my friend used to do a clothing swap where people would bring clothes, and then you take what you want and you leave what you don't want, or you bring yours and some other people take them. So she did this clothing swap in the summer, and people were bringing in their jackets and stuff. And I found this jacket. It's a fur coat. It's in my pictures if you've seen it. And it's expensive, it's heavy, I know it's second hand, but it's expensive. And the reason as to why the person probably gave it out was they've had it for a long time and they perhaps bought something new. And the reason as to why no one took it is because it was summer. No one could imagine themselves in winter with this jacket. And I took it. So when winter came, I was rocking it last winter, and I'm still rocking it this winter, and I'm going to rock it next winter because it is super warm, and it's expensive. So that's the way of looking at it. Or like, just my taste change. Like even shoes, I would rather have a few pairs that are really, really, defining me, let's say, that are defining me, than having, yes, Mr. Price's, fast fashion, even Woolworths, those would over 30k t-shirts. I don't even know how much. Yeah, Marks and Spencer also. Actually, Marks and Spencer used to be nice, but I don't know. Anything that is perpetual for just producing, and in some cases you're even better off buying second hand, because you'll find a very nice, for example, you'll find a nice biker jacket, that is 100% leather, even if it's second hand. Or you'll find really nice denims, some nice Levi's from perhaps the 60s that are going to stay forever. So yeah, that's how you should be looking at things. In case you need to get acquainted more, the link is in my bio. You can go and see. By the way, subscribe to my blog, please. You guys go to my website. The link is in bio. Subscribe to the blog. I will be talking about these things, and I also I have a few products there. I'll be adding more. I'm still in the process of rebranding, but hey, support a sister. Just go subscribe and and share if it's beneficial to you or whatever. That is true. And you know why Owino rules? You know why? Hi, Claudia. And you know why Owino rules? In Nairobi, there's this market. I've forgotten that market. The market with second-hand clothing where everyone used to go. I've forgotten that market. But that, you know what happens now in Owino? By the time things reach in Owino, they've been picked out from these ends. Even the second-hand stores here, they go pick up things from things that have been thrown, quote unquote. So by the time they reach Uganda, you cannot even tell like if it's really second hand or it's, because second hand should be intact. Just because it's second hand, it shouldn't be worn out, or that's the thing people think, and that's why people end up getting a bad impression about second hand, because people give out bad things to things they cannot wear themselves, which is wrong. And again, that's why you need to calculate the CPW, because right now, I know it's a bit irresponsible in a way, but they do pay for it. Like Swiss people pay for their trash. So if you have a lot of trash, I know it's there is no balance and checks for people who are over shopping from this fast fashion. They don't face any consequences, because at the end they're going to put the clothing in the TextAid thing, and then TextAid is going to come sort it out, and then they'll probably give it to the nice ones are given out. So by the time they reach Uganda, we have the worst, and those are the ones you see them selling for 1,000. 1,000 is like less than 0.7 cents, for something, meaning that the person is going to wear it and you find they are torn, or and you're like, wow, like, why do we have our children wearing these things? And these people are busy saying it's charity, not taking responsibility for their decisions of overbuying cheap stuff, because then they don't have anywhere to put them. At least if they were burning them here, because then that's their trash, it's not our trash, right? Kikomba, nimekumbuka. Oh my God, Kikomba is where they could even, like, Kikomba was the market where they could you could even be standing there and someone thinks that the shoes you're wearing are for sale. I remember. Oh my God. But I used to love it because I was a student, and getting new clothes meant you buying Chinese clothing, right? So the best option for us was to go to Kikomba and, sort out. And that's the weirdest thing. You have to sort out the clothes. Some of them come smelling of armpits. Oh, some of them come dirty in the armpits, and it's charity. Really, people? Really? People in first world countries? Is this what you guys are doing? Really? We have to talk about these things. It's 2021. We have to talk about these things. Seriously. So this is for the people here. Please stop buying cheap clothing. Stop buying cheap clothing, because it doesn't help us. I mean, the best solution would be stop sending your excess, your excess. You're getting rid of the excess because it doesn't work for you. So take it to those poor people there. Take it there. For us here, we have enough. In fact, we're going to buy more. So take it for them. That's not fair. That's really not fair. And by the way, that also affects our local designers in Uganda, because someone is going to be like, I'm not going to pay for someone else to pay for me something. Pay someone to make me something. Let me go and buy second hand. I'll find a nice dress, blah, 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 blah. Who benefits in the end? No one is benefiting, because the local designers are losing out. They have to compete with either Chinese, and now on top of that, instead of promoting our local designers, and our art, and now they are importing from, like, Zara. People are importing into Uganda new Zara. That does not make sense at all. New H&M. Oh, if you want H&M, text me. No. You're paying really high. Like, considering your currency, you're paying a lot for this clothing. And by the way, it's trendy, meaning it won't trend just because you saw Sheila Gashumba wearing it or someone wearing it. Sheila Gashumba has many clothes to wear for other brands. You know, she's going to wear it once and her friends will take it. So you're using your money, why don't you use that money for a local designer who is going to make you something unique, and you're going to be supporting another person, as opposed to, again, taking our forex, our money to people who already have money. So it doesn't really make sense for me. I feel like everything that we import we can do, really, perfumes, really, when you think about the price we pay for those things, it's really, really high. Like for example, here a perfume will be a nice perfume, let's say it's like 70 bucks. How much are you going to buy the same brand of perfume in Uganda? For a Ugandan, for Ugandan standards, like we have to start getting realistic and peeping the way these things are keeping us broke and behind. And so it starts with such things like CPW, like what's the cost, how much am I going to be paying every time I wear this? And it starts with you, the individual, with you. Once you know, another person is going to know, and another person is going to know. And once these people understand what they are doing here, and even the ones in Uganda understand that, self-preservation means investing in your own. We cannot self-preserve our wealth, our ideas, our art, our, if we keep on filling other people's cups, So that's what I came to say today. I hope it tickled your brain. And please share, you guys, please share and comment, so whatever, everything. And good night. Bye.